I think it was pre-Christmas when discussions started. Alex reached out. My agent let a few counties know that I was available, and yeah, what showed a lot of interest and yeah, a few conversations here and there. And yeah, Alex reached out. He's been messing me quite a bit. And yeah, that was kind of the start of the ball rolling. Obviously, Warwickshire's a big county. I think it's nice to have a test venue as your home. And actually, Warwickshire was the first county that I ever represented in any way, shape, or form. Quite a while ago, back in the twos, I played a couple of games when Dougie Brown was still coaching and was head of the twos. So it's kind of fitting to come full circle almost. It was the year that Warwickshire won the county championship. Um, so about around 12 years ago. So I remember it because I came in as a net bowler. I was recommended to Dougie through a guy who I proed against in league cricket. Um, so I came in, had a bowl in the nets, nicked off Woakesy in the nets. And then I played a couple of twos games right at the back end of the season. And it was just before Ashley Giles got the England job. So they were like, come down in the winter, we'll give you some coaching if you're happy to travel. And so that was the plan to go down around Christmas time. And then I think Giles got the England job. They didn't know what was happening coaching wise. And they said, we can't fit you in at the minute, but we'll still be interested to see you in the season. And then I think I got injured early season. So didn't end up playing any more cricket. And then, yeah, a few things happened and uh, other things, work and life and all the rest of it gets in the way. So yeah, it wasn't meant to be at that time. Must have been, yeah. uh, maybe. I've always quite enjoyed playing against Warwickshire. It's and Birmingham. It's obviously big county, so you want to step up against the big players. I've always had that in me. Even playing club cricket, always wanted to get the pros out um, in club cricket. So yeah, playing against the big boys has always been what I've enjoyed doing. That's it, yeah. Knowing the grounds as well and knowing what to expect from different pitches, different conditions. Uh, and yeah, obviously the game against Worcester, I think I made my T20 debut against Worcester when I started out in 2016. And I think that was a rainy evening. And yeah, it was a raucous atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to it being even more inhospitable when we go there as a bear. So yeah, it should be good fun. That's it, yeah, the big occasion. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, so how long I've got left, who knows? So yeah, they're the games you want to play in. They're the occasions, they're the events, and yeah, hopefully we can put a win on the board. But it's the big moments that you want to be involved in, definitely. Yeah, I think for myself to be able to pass on any knowledge, I've had to learn quickly in my short career. But going around the world, doing the franchise stuff, being involved in the England setup and going to the World Cup, that they won the T20 World Cup. It's all great experiences, and hopefully I can pass on those things that I've learned. Like I said, it's a young squad, it's a talented squad, so it's then about trying to help guys make the most of what they've got and how to deal with different situations. Because they're going to be high pressure. There's going to be times when you fail, and how you can try and look to overcome those things. So it's hopefully I can pass a bit of that knowledge on. I spoke to Alex. I've known Alex a long time. We used to play in the same league up north together. So we've had chats and discussions before I signed about where I could fit in and how I would fit in. I spoke to Robbo as well, and he said about the about pre-season tour, and I think that's a good opportunity to just test things out a little bit as well, and see where we do fit in and what kind of setup we're gonna go with up top, middle, back end. Where's my role seen? I've done all the different roles, so it's how I best fit into the team. You obviously were very successful last year in white ball cricket, so it's not about trying to reinvent the wheel. I don't think it's about how I can enhance and how I can fit in. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, yeah. It's like you say, you can bowl the perfect delivery and get H for four, and then you can bowl a rubbish one and sometimes get a wicket. But I think it's having that ability to stay level and not completely lose, say you've had a bad first over, you've got another 3 overs worth of jobs to do. So it's being able to put that to the back of your mind and then think about, right, how am I going to come back better? How am I going to come back stronger, rather than almost giving up? It's that comeback mentality, and even within an over, you might go for 10 off your first two, but the next 4 balls are the most important, not the ones that have been. I think that's something that I've done well in the last, definitely the last few months, playing at T10. I think that's been a good learner, because the batters go at you really hard from ball one, but you've got 12 events basically. So in T20 cricket, you've got 24 events and 24 opportunities to make your mark on a game. Yeah, the more cricket I can play, the better for me. Came into the game at 27, so a lot of my career wasn't there in some ways. So any experience I can get, it's amazing. It's brilliant. I played a bit of cricket in the Caribbean. I played in Australia, but there's places that I haven't been yet. So I want to tick off as many as I can. That's one great thing about cricket, is it can send you anywhere in the world, and it's I'm going to take any opportunity that I can get. I feel as good as I've ever felt. I've got a good gym routine that I use, priming sessions, work with the S&Cs here, and yeah, I feel good. I feel like I'm bowling well, I'm bowling quick, and I'm getting through plenty of overs. So that's a real positive for me. I have had some injury struggles in the past, but that goes with being a fast bowler, unfortunately. But I feel like I've just found something in the last few months that's just given me a new lease of life on an old injury that I've overcome a couple of times, but it was a new perspective on it that's actually feel as good as I've ever felt. I've got a good gym routine that I use, priming sessions, work with the S&Cs here, and yeah, I feel good. I feel like I'm bowling well, I'm bowling quick, and I'm getting through plenty of overs. So that's a real positive for me. I have had some injury struggles in the past, but that goes with being a fast bowler, unfortunately. But I feel like I've just found something in the last few months that's just given me a new lease of life on an old injury that I've overcome a couple of times, but it was a new perspective on it that's actually had a real impact and made a real difference. And it's hopefully that's behind me, and ready and raring to go, and I'm bowling well. Yeah, definitely. And everyone's a little bit different as well. Different roles, different responsibilities, and a different challenge that we can set for a batter. So it's handy. Gart's with his left arm option, Hassan with his skiddy pace, and yeah, me getting a little bit of extra bounce. So hopefully we can cover all conditions and all eventualities, and add to that already strong team. And yeah, get over the line and keep winning games of cricket and get to finals, and then who knows what can happen. Oh yeah, that's finals day is the biggest day of the calendar year, really, in county cricket. So to be there and have them as your home fans would be something special. I can only imagine what it's like to have the fans behind you. But it is a special day. And yeah, that's definitely something we'll be trying to get there and put on a show and bring that trophy home. I think the saying's good things come to those who wait. So hopefully the wait's over and this is the year. I think all bases are covered, really. It's the batting lineup. There's power. There's aggression. There's touch in there. There's different styles of players. So it's for any opposition that we come up against, we'll be asking different questions all the time. It's not just a one fit all approach. It's we go out and we whack it. It's if the conditions need a little bit of sensible batting and milking it and hitting the gaps and running, we've got that covered. We've got guys that can hit the ball in different areas. We've got guys that can clear the ropes. We've got guys that can bowl fast. Guys that can be accurate, spin it. Everything's covered. It's about us clicking as a unit and as a team. And then making sure when it's our opportunity and our time that we execute and we commit to what we're trying to do. Yeah, I think definitely if you can hit the ground running, early wins always just takes that little bit of pressure off. It's good to get in good habits and good routines, but at the same time, it's not how you start a competition; it's how you finish it. So even if we try different things and they don't come off straight away, I think if we've got the basis of the right plans and then we've got a little bit of time to get that execution. I think we have a few double headers and then little breaks. So that'll be some good opportunities to go back and analyse the games that we've played and see if there are any areas we can improve and then make sure we're ready to go. But obviously you want to win early, but it's a lot of games. So yeah, we just need to make sure we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, definitely. Like we were saying, Edgbaston finals day. It's the biggest occasion of the year. Anytime there's a big crowd, that's what you want to play in. I remember my international debut at Edgbaston, like brilliant crowd. And yeah, that's the type of environment. They're the games you want to play in. Big crowds, good atmosphere, and putting on a show and getting people on the edge of the seats. I don't think there's any bad blood, but I will use it as a bit of motivation. Definitely, you always want to do well against your old club. There wasn't any negativity when I went back to Northants, but if there is, then I'll use that as a motivating tool to get the best out of my own performance. Obviously, you want to do well against your mates as well. So there'll be certain individuals in the team that I'll be trying to knock over. That I get on well with, so I've got a bit of bragging rights, and I can give them a bit of banter. So you always want to do well, but there'll be a little bit of extra on it for me in those games.